Hey guys, and welcome back to ACC Women's Soccer Roundup. Today we're going to be joined by Natalie Means, who's a standout rookie contributor for Denver Summit and who just recently scored her first professional goal, which I'll show now. So Nat and I actually played on rival club teams growing up in the Bay Area, so this feels a bit full circle interview. Before Nat introduces herself, I just wanted to talk a little bit about her. She played for 4 years at Georgetown, where she captained the team her senior year and scored 21 goals and recorded 14 assists in her 4 years there. She was also recently named an All-American deservedly after an incredible senior year. So let's let Nat introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Natalie Means. I went to Georgetown for 4 years where I played on the women's soccer team and just left in December to join Denver Summit, where I've been playing as an outside winger and fullback.
Awesome.
I'm so
Welcome,
happy to be
welcome.
here. Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited for you to be here. Let's get started. First question, what was your favorite part about being on the team at Georgetown?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things that I loved. I think the first thing that immediately comes to mind are just like the girls on the team. We had such a great culture off the field, on and off the field, but everything that we would do together off the field is what made being at Georgetown so much fun and so special because of the connections I made with so many people, whether it was my class of 2026 grads or like any age group above and below, I'm still in close touch with. So that was the best part of being a part of the Georgetown women's soccer team for sure.
Love it. Love it. All right, now into some questions about this year. Who on the team do you think is going to make a big impact this year? You can say multiple people, whatever.
Yeah, well, I think the first two people that come to mind would be Kaya Hansen, who is a senior. She's the lone captain this year, and she's a center back. And she's coming in with the most experience on the team as a senior. She's played heavy minutes the 3 years I was there with her. And I think is going to be a really good presence in the back of the field. She's already getting some preseason accolades, deservingly so, and had a great year last year on our back line and was super important for us defensively. So I think she's going to have another great season and bring some great leadership qualities. So I would definitely look out for Kaya Hansen at the back.
Love
And then
it.
I think in the midfield, Lizzie Heller, who is a junior, has also been getting her preseason nods for the
Mhm.
Big East. She is also coming in with a lot of experience. She was a starter her freshman year when she got here and has been in the midfield ever since. And she's just very crafty. She's left-footed and very has a really good vision of the field and soccer IQ, good at finding cheeky through balls and defensively works super hard and will help Kaya kind of, I think, direct the team behind the ball. So I think the two of them are going to be really important for Georgetown this year and come in with the most experience in a very young team because we did graduate, I think, like 9 starters last year. So it's going to be a very new team, but the two of them will have a lot of experience, which helps.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love that. Well, speaking of captains, how did it feel being a captain your senior year, and how did that kind of change your mindset? In your first 3 years you weren't a captain, your senior year you were.
It was such an honor to be a captain. I really didn't feel like I was doing anything by myself because my whole senior class, there were 8 of us, and then my co-captain was Maya Lardner, who was a fifth year. So between Maya and I being captains, and then the other 7 girls in my senior class, we just had a very strong upperclassmen leadership group. So I was not doing it alone, surely, but I think. One of the most important things for me that I recognized is the players that aren't getting as heavy of minutes and still, are showing up every day to every single team thing that we have and putting in all the work and all the sacrifices and not getting the game time that they want, making sure that those players felt as valued as they are and as important as they are, because I think that a team is only as strong as the players on the bench. Um, and I said this, maybe it was on like the 5280 podcast, but I think last year our team, we would split up to play 11v11 and it would usually the day before the game be starters versus the subs. And I think last year, like our subgroup would beat the starting group in some of our scrimmages. And that just showed like all of us were like, that subgroup, that 11 who are playing are so strong. They're
Yeah.
pushing the starters to hold our positions to be as strong. And so just making them feel as valued as they are was super important for me as a captain. And I think it also helped create like a fun, healthy environment on and off the field. So I just had the best time and we had such a great year last year and I miss it all the time. Hence, gotta keep
Yep.
repping
I was
my
about to say,
Georgetown
you
team.
chose the shirt. Well,
Yeah.
that was a great
Yeah.
answer. Very eloquent. Okay, so you already mentioned two great players on your team. Are there any other players you think are that are going to have a big impact this season or that are underrated?
Yes. Yeah. I think Caroline Spengler is a junior to look out for. She has gotten some minutes her freshman and sophomore year, probably not as many as she would have liked, but she's, I think, going to be a huge player for them. Georgetown typically, at least when I was there for 4 years and I was a wide player, tends to be heavy on fast and athletic wingers who run a lot and get lots of crosses in the box. We tend to, build through the middle and go out wide towards our attack. And so I think Caroline likely would be like that right winger position, right wing back position. And I think she's very fast, good at 1v1s, and has like kind of a hunger to get to goal and beat people and is very she's just got like some fire in her when she plays. So I think that she'll be a junior to look out for sure. Um,
Love it.
and obviously, I don't know any of the freshmen, but maybe of the sophomore class, I would look out for Eliza Mannon, who's going to be a center forward. She also got some minutes last year, her freshman year, but I think this year she'll be an important role as a center forward because she's also very fast, has a good eye for goal, is good at finishing when she's in front of goal. So she's a young, up and coming, I think, dangerous attacker I'm going to look out for this summer, or sorry, this fall.
Yeah, awesome. What was the biggest lesson you learned in college soccer?
I think that the biggest lesson I learned is you really need to trust and love the people you're playing with and around because if not, soccer will not feel like fun. It'll feel like a job. And when it starts to feel like a job, that's when people start to hate the sport. And so I was really grateful again, I've said it before, but just being surrounded by the best people. And so when I was playing, I knew it wasn't me just playing for me, it's playing for all the people around me, which ultimately made everything coming to practice and games every single day or lifting, whatever we're doing, so much fun. And I think if you're not in an environment where the thing you love feels like that, then you should go maybe try somewhere else because there's going to be somewhere for everyone. And it's so important to be happy with who you're surrounded by every day because it is so much time and such a sacrifice to do what we did for 4 years and are still doing now.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think that leads really well into the fact that I feel so grateful that we're in an environment like that now at Denver. So
Yes.
it's very important.
Yes. Very important. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, great answer. Another one before we get into the fun stuff, the trolling. Is there anything you wish you had done before or while playing college soccer if you could go back in time?
I don't know if there's anything I would have done differently or particularly wish that I could do again, but I think I would just like savor that last game in a Georgetown jersey, maybe even just a little more. My last game in the fall was the Sweet 16 against Florida State at home. So we were at Shaw Field in DC, which was such an awesome experience because we hadn't hosted that many NCAA games in my time there, or in a while. And so I think I was so excited and truly had so much confidence in our team that we could win that game and that I wasn't really thinking about it as my last. Not that you would want to think of any NCAA game as your last because you want to believe you could win all of them, but we were so up for the game and it was a great game. So I think like not that I would do anything differently, but just to go back and just like really enjoy those last 90 minutes in a Georgetown jersey again would be awesome.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel the same way. My college career also ended against FSU, so twins.
Have to
Yeah,
talk to
great
Yuna about
answer.
it.
Yeah, I'm about to go knock on her door right now. She's the answer for some things. Um,
Yeah.
okay, so I mentioned this before in the intro, but Nat and I actually played on rival clubs growing up in the Bay Area. She played for La Marinda, and I played for MVLA. So I think we might have played each other once or twice. We were kind of an age group separated, but we also played each other our sophomore years of college. Um, that was a very tough game. We were coming off the end of a 2-week trip where we played VCU first and then went to a very tough Georgetown team at Shaw Field, which, by the way, your guys' field is so loud. It's like you can't even hear us breathing. It was crazy. Um, for context, we were losing 1-0, and then
For
thankfully,
most of the game, I think, right? Like
pretty
we
much the
scored
whole game.
early on off of a set piece corner kick.
Yep. And
Yeah.
I personally was seeing all of the running in our future if we lost. And
You did
thankfully,
something about it.
thankfully, I'll insert the clip. But anyways,
Come on, Jasmine.
it's so fun that we're now teammates
Oh,
because it's just like full circle playing against each other and ended up on the same professional team. Like that's kind of
yeah.
crazy.
And
But
I have to know that before that Stanford game, I was like, oh yeah, like we had all seen Jasmine Akey can score set pieces, free kicks. And I was like, yeah, I played against her in club a few times. Don't give any fouls outside of the box. Like, let's avoid that at all costs. And then I don't know what minute it was, but somewhere in the end, like 80th minute or something. Of course, you guys, it's 1-0. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna beat Stanford.
yeah,
This is awesome. And then Jasmine Akey's inevitable and scored a banger
you
into the
know,
like upper left corner, I think. Right? Yeah.
I think I was better at free kicks than like PKs at that point. I think I was more likely to score a free kick. So
Yeah.
something was
And
in the
I mean,
air.
I was so excited for that game because I was so excited to play Stanford, which is a team that I always grew up watching in youth, childhood club, high school, whatever. So I was like, let's go. We're gonna beat Stanford at home.
Yeah.
I've got some vengeance out. Let's do this. And then you happened.
Well,
But it was a really good
sorry.
game.
Hey, no, it really was. And if there's a recording of it somewhere, you guys watching should go back and watch because that was some good soccer. And on the
Good
topic
soccer.
of our teams playing each other, they're about to play each other in the next week or so. So I
Yeah.
was wondering what your score prediction would be.
Ooh, obviously I have to go in favor of Georgetown, a young underdog team this year. I think I'll go for like a 2-1 win. I think it's going to be a close game.
All right.
Yeah.
So, if you guys missed it, I did an ACC preview where I talked about Stanford, and they are also going to be a young team this year, losing about 70% of their scoring. So, I'm thinking the back line's going to need to do some heavy lifting, but I believe in some of our studs up on the front. So, I'm going to go 2-1 Stanford, reverse it. All
Okay,
right.
we'll just reverse
And we'll
it.
see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining, Nat. This was so fun. And yeah, I owe you that coffee.
Oh my gosh, you do not. I had the best time. I love talking college soccer and especially Georgetown. So go Hoyas this year. Everyone root for the Hoyas.
Yeah, go card. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and yeah.